Hey, welcome back to Touring History, where we make the past more entertaining than your doom scrolling habits. I'm Lane.
And I'm doom scrolling Dave, still processing that people used to have to memorize actual phone numbers. Huh. Like
Yes,
you had to
yes.
store 10 digits in your brain just to call your friend about weekend plans. Do you ever have somebody say, what's so and so's number? And you don't know it. But when you were a kid, you did because cell phones didn't exist.
Yeah, I can still remember my phone numbers
Yeah.
way back. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know my family's phone
Yeah.
numbers, their
Yeah.
mobile phone. I don't know.
No. No.
We don't know.
No.
All right, well, let's go to birthdays.
Shall
We
we?
got some today. Peter
Yeah.
O'Toole,
Oh,
Mr. Lawrence of Arabia, makes everything look effortless. Even if it was a brutal film shoot. And
well,
then who else we got?
and it actually had an intermission. Huh.
It did.
Yeah. It's like 4 hours long or something.
Oh, was it a brutal film or a brutal film shoot?
No, no, no. Lawrence of
Is it
Arabia.
brutal film?
The film actually had an intermission when films had intermissions.
Wow.
But anyway, I digress. Also born today, James Baldwin, whose writing about race, sexuality, and identity in America was decades ahead of its time and remains painfully relevant. And Myrna Loy, who basically defined sophisticated comedy in Hollywood's golden age. Now, do you remember the dog and all of the movies she was in with, oh God, what was the actor's name?
I don't know.
Oh, well, it was
What era are
Asta.
we talking?
Asta. Asta was the dog's name. Anyway, I again pick up this minutia that doesn't really matter.
Uh, I'm lost. I don't know where you are,
But
but
on to
okay.
Freddie Mercury, Lane.
Yeah, we can't forget about him. He was born August 2nd. No, wait. Let me check notes. Actually, it's Sam Worthington, but
Oh,
somehow became a leading man despite having the charisma of unsalted crackers.
and giant teeth. Harsh, but fair. Though he did manage to get cast in both Avatar and Terminator, so maybe bland is the new black in Hollywood.
Could be. That's kind of salacious.
Yes,
But
and here
not
we
not
go.
not salacious as the Salacious Dave segment.
Scandal time, Lane. August 2nd, 1923. President Warren G. Harding died suddenly in San Francisco. What happened there? But the
Hmm.
real scandal was the explosive revelation of his affair with Nan Britton that rocked American politics for decades. And I've never heard of this person before.
I haven't either.
Nan? Oh,
Another
you don't remember
presidential
Nan?
another presidential sex
I
scandal. So
know.
what makes this one special?
Well, Harding had a secret affair with Nan, who was 31 years younger
My.
than he was, and the daughter of his friend. But here's the kicker, Lane. She claimed he fathered her daughter, Elizabeth. There was
Hmm.
no DNA testing back then, but they conducted their affair in a White House coat closet. How comfy.
A coat closet. That's both
Yes.
scandalous and incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah, wonder why they just didn't go to the Lincoln bedroom. Nan wrote a tell-all book in 1927 called The President's Daughter, which was the first book to explicitly detail a presidential affair. Until Kennedy came along, it was banned in many cities,
Cities, I know.
cities, but became a massive bestseller because America loves political sex scandals. Look what they did with Lincoln's. Oh,
Yep. They love it. They love it. So was this like the original political tell-all book?
well, not the original, but the scandal got even juicier. Harding also had a 15-year affair with his best friend's wife, Carrie Phillips. Yes, the Republican
Wow.
Party actually paid Phillips hush money and sent her on an all-expenses-paid trip to Japan during the 1920 election to keep her quiet. Yeah, go to
Wow.
Tokyo, okay?
So the Republican Party was literally paying to cover up presidential affairs a century ago.
Yeah, it continues, yes. But Nan, The Nan scandal destroyed Harding's historical reputation and led to DNA testing decades later that proved he
Oh,
was
wow.
indeed the father of her daughter. That coat
Ooh.
closet had a lot of action. One
Yeah.
affair literally rewrote how we view presidential privacy and changed political campaign vetting forever. Do you have a ticket for your coat? I'm sorry, we can't get it.
You know,
Nan's
when
in
when
there.
when when you got that itch, you got to scratch. You could be
That's
very
right.
inventive in finding places.
That's right.
It's
But
kind of
now
innovative to use the coat closet, but I didn't cover that in today's Innovation Lane segment.
that's right. Innovation Lane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, August 2nd, 1939, good old Albert Einstein signed a letter to President Roosevelt urging the development of atomic weapons, basically launching the Manhattan Project with his signature.
That's right. He didn't want the Nazis to have it. That's a pretty heavy kind of innovation, Lane.
Yep, yep. Einstein later called it the one great mistake of his life, but his letter led to the development of nuclear technology that changed everything: weapons, power generation, medicine, and space exploration.
That's right. CAT scans. Don't go in there with anything like a metal thing that'll just. Oh, no, that's an MRI. Sorry. So, one scientist's letter accidentally created both the atomic bomb and nuclear medicine. That's the ultimate be careful what you wish for moment.
Yep, yep. Equally, can be used equally for good or evil, right?
Right.
Also, August 2nd, 1858, the Government of India Act transferred power from the East India Company to the British Crown, basically innovating how empires could rebrand their colonialism as official government policy.
That's right. They were all over everything, the East India Company. That's innovation, and more corporate colonialism gets a government makeover. Though I guess making exploitation more official counts as process improvement, maybe?
Uh, if you say so. Yeah, the
Yeah.
innovation was creating modern colonial administration that influenced how empires managed territories for the next century. Not good innovation, but definitely influential.
Okay, so let's talk about the cheese store,
Yeah, I
shall
was
we?
saying I'm getting hungry. Let's
Yeah.
talk about a cheese store in Beverly Hills, where
Yeah.
they've been perfecting the art of deliciousness since 1967.
And they're still celebrating the return of the Bava brothers. And honestly, if you haven't experienced the authentic Calabrian charcuterie, ladies and gentlemen, you're basically eating training wheels salami.
Wow, it's true. Bava Brothers brings four generations of Italian family tradition into every slice.
Every slice.
Their sopressata uses heritage pork with calabrese, paprika, fennel seeds, and red pepper, aged for a month and then pressed for 2 weeks using techniques perfected in their great grandfather's hometown.
Ooh, great grandpa. Their Induja Calabrese spread is basically spreadable joy with a spicy kick that'll make you question every other condiment choice you've ever made. Mustard? Take a back seat. Add it to anything, and suddenly you're eating like Italian royalty, which hasn't been around for generations. I didn't even know if they existed.
That's right. So visit cheesestore.com or head on into their Beverly Hills location. With over 600 imported cheese varieties plus Bava Brothers' triumphant return to their shelves, your taste buds are about to get a masterclass in what authentic flavor actually means.
The cheese store of Beverly Hills, where every purchase is an upgrade and every bite is a revelation.
Yummy, yummy. All right, on to Deep Thoughts by Lane and Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, what's August 2nd telling us about human nature?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Lane.
Ah,
August 2nd shows that humans are basically consequence creating machines who never think through the long term effects of their actions. Yeah, I think President Harding really should listen to this one. Einstein signs a letter and creates nuclear weapons. Harding has affairs and changes presidential vetting forever, along with coat closets.
hmm, yeah. My deep thought is that private scandals often create public innovations. Whether it's presidential affairs leading to better campaign background checks or scientific letters creating new technologies, personal choices reshape entire systems.
Very deep. So, scandal drives systemic change?
Yep. And humans are
Yep.
terrible at predicting consequences, but excellent at creating them.
Yes, and somehow our inability to think things through actually advances civilization. I don't really agree with that. It's like we're constantly accidentally building the future while trying to solve immediate problems. OMG.
That might be the most optimistic way to describe human chaos I've ever heard.
Well, thank you. So let's sign
That's
off, shall
August
we?
2nd. Yeah, bye. That's August 2nd, proving that humans will accidentally revolutionize everything while being completely focused on their immediate desires and problems.
Well, thanks for touring history with us. Like, subscribe, and send us your voice memos about meaningful dates. 127-page scientific analysis of Star Trek episodes are exactly the kind of beautiful, obsessive nerdiness that makes the world more interesting. Yes,
So I guess send that in, huh? Somebody should send one of those
if
in.
you can do it.
Until next time, remember
Damn
history is
it,
just
Jim, just a country doctor, not an escalator.
until next time, remember history is just humans creating massive consequences while trying to handle their personal drama and immediate concerns.
That's right. This has been Touring History. I'm Dave,
I'm Lane.
and we'll see you in the
We'll see you in the
past.
past. Okay, bye. Okay, see you later. Bye.
Yeah.